Okay, well, we're live here at the big show, and we are down in the seniors kitchen, and it's a little bit quiet on this side of the building today. So we tried to find a quiet place because you girls have been just busy doing a lot of things, but we're going to talk about that here in just a minute. We'll give you a chance to talk about some of what you were doing today along with the rest of the week. But we're glad you joined us. We appreciate you being patient with us for about 10, 12 minutes later than usual. Anyway, we are here. That's the big thing. So last week we had to totally postpone. Had to go all the way into Friday. Total different feel, and it was just a freaky Friday because just a lot of strange things. Now Casey won't be joining us today, so we may have to rearrange your schedule going forward just a little bit because Casey operates the greenhouse, and she kind of does that on the thrift store schedule, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So that kind of interferes with the 1 p.m. big show, unless I go to the greenhouse. And then at this time of year, that's probably not the best idea.
Nope.
People, I mean, you just can't get a word in edgewise.
We want our plants to live too.
That's right. We don't want me being around killing them. We don't want me watering them or trying to take care of them. So anyway, so we're glad you're with us, and we've got a number of folks here on campus this week, and we're going to start off talking about those. So I'm going to skip this first group because you girls might know a little bit about them. So I'll go to the second one on my list, which is First United Methodist from, I say Ephrata, Pennsylvania, but they tell me, they correct me all the time and say it's Ephrata. That sounds like I should be saying Ephrata. They say, no, it's Ephrata, but they say it's Ephrata. So Ephrata, Pennsylvania, and there's about 12 of those wonderful folks, and they're doing some work out in the community, doing things like that. And then we've got the First United Methodist Church from Murray, Kentucky. And there was around 18, 19, something like those folks here. They came in Sunday. They actually left yesterday mid-morning. They came in. They kind of do that every year. They had the dentist was here, and actually we had two dentists. They had a lady that was came with them this year that's also a dentist the first time they've been here. That lady anyway, the regular dentist had been. So they did that. So if you're out there thinking, oh, I want to try to get in on that dentist thing, too late. You missed it. You missed it. You'll have to find some strong friend to pull that tooth for you. Yeah, because we just can't do that. So they were here. We appreciate them. Good folks, really good folks. Then we've got the Southeast Missouri District from Missouri. That's funny.
That's unusual.
I've noticed that a lot of that, like Northwest Plains, Ohio is from Ohio. Just the Southeast Missouri District from Missouri. So they're here, and there's about 17 or so of those folks here, and we appreciate them. They're doing a lot of campus jobs and things of that sort. We also have Sulphur Grove UMC from Huber Heights, Ohio, and they there's four of them, and they kind of have developed a long-term friendship over the years coming into the same time with the Missouri group, so they always try to come at the same time. They kind of pair up and do that. And last but certainly not least, back to the first group that was on my list, which these ladies, wonderful ladies, are a part of it. That's the Denver UMC in Denver, North Carolina. Now, for some of the folks perhaps out there that maybe would have no clue where Denver is, maybe a lot of folks out there are a lot smarter than I am and what would be like the closest recognizable name of a town, city that Denver would be close to?
We're about 30 miles northwest of Charlotte.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Charlotte. Yeah, big
on
city.
Lake
Charlotte.
Norman.
Yeah, Charlotte's a growing city too, isn't it?
It is very big.
Yeah.
So is Denver.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Kind of
one of the fastest growing.
Wow. Are you all considered like a suburb of Charlotte yet?
Nope.
You're still too
We're
far
not a
away from
suburb.
that. Yeah.
They'd like to have us as a
Oh, I bet
suburb,
they
I'm
would.
sure.
Yeah.
But we're not a suburb.
We're happy being Denver.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're glad to have Denver with us. So the Denver folks are here. They're doing a lot of different things. They're doing some campus projects. They're doing some community projects. And then they've got some folks that kind of do just what I like to term non-specific jobs, just kind of helping us out wherever we need help. And that's typically within the programs. You read that the food pantry or the thrift store, or the women's group or whatever. So instead of me talking about that, this is Judy. And Judy, this is, how many trips does this make you've been with?
6.
6 years, pretty good. Man, nice. And Janice?
Yes.
Woo! Man, I remember that. I was afraid I wasn't as positive on that one. Now, Janice, how many times have you been here?
This is my first time.
First trip and on the big show.
Yeah.
Lord, this,
Yeah.
this, I mean, I don't know if
She's
there's,
star
I
material.
hope she comes back, but I don't know if there's any,
I'm
I don't know
already
if there's any other stars to reach for. After you've been on the big show, you've kind of done it all.
It took me 5 years.
Yeah, that's right. You know.
Only my 6
Well,
years.
nothing
I
personal,
won.
Judy. We kind of holding out, you know. Some
Saving
things,
the best for
yeah,
last.
we didn't want you to feel like, well, I've been to the big show. I just ain't going back. We didn't want that. No. Well, it's good to have you here for the first trip. So, what are some of the things you've been doing this week?
Okay, well, we have 16 in our group this time.
Mhm.
And as usual, we have a construction crew
Right,
that is building a shed
right,
far out in the community,
right. Yeah,
in the holler,
in the holler, back in the
down
holler.
yonder.
Good places to be. Yeah. Look, you're already talking like us.
Catch on real fast.
We might be a suburb of Denver. Yeah.
And we have a painting crew.
Yep.
That is painting both a front and back porch in a complete opposite direction.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Over another mountain.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
That's easy to do around here.
yeah, and so they have 4 people on their team.
Yeah.
And then we have several of us who are serving in different ministry areas here on campus.
Yeah. Now today, Janice, I was looking for some different folks, and you folks were kind enough to join me today. And you all was in the women's group. What were some of the things you were doing in there with the women's group today?
I wanted to come up with some kind of a craft, bright color idea, so we did clothespin wreaths.
Oh, yeah. What is that?
Well, we painted about 2,300 clothespins.
Man,
And then we clip them onto a wireframe, and there are a lot of artistic women here. I mean, I came up with some designs, but I learned a whole lot from them.
Yeah.
And that, but we put them all together. We added some flowers, some dragonflies, frogs, and they're going to go home and hang them on their walls.
Now listen, we're not going to get any like notices or protesters from like PETA or anything, are we?
No,
You know,
I
or
don't
frogs
think
and dragonflies messing up.
They're all made out of wood.
Oh, not real dragonflies and
No,
frogs.
no.
Made me nervous there for a minute. We don't want
No.
to create no issues here.
No.
We got enough issues with just me.
that is true.
Don't want to be having no protesters going on here. None of that.
No, we had a great time.
Well, that
with the
sounds. Yeah, it
ladies.
looked like you had a pretty good group in
We
there.
had,
of
it
folks.
was about 15, I
I
think.
think we have 15.
15.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's good. So did you enjoy that? Was that?
Oh, that was a lot of fun.
It's
I
all-
learned a lot.
Really? Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
always fun to be with the women's group and the senior group
Right.
to
Yeah.
just to interact with them and talk with them.
Absolutely.
Because you learn a lot about their families and their life
That's
here
right.
around the settlement and how much the settlement really means to them and the gathering of the women's group. That they're all very close knit and share with each other not only their devotion and their fellowship, but they share their anxieties and troubles
Yeah.
and they just really love each other.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to have somebody that, you know, you're not around all the time, or maybe family, or somebody that's just a good listener, you know, just to share with and maybe get a different perspective on things from, you know.
It's absolutely
And
true.
oftentimes that's what folks like you are, you know, you become that you know, listening, caring ear that folks get to talk to, and
Mhm.
you know, that type of thing. So yeah, we appreciate that. That's really, really nice. Now I think so the women's group, earlier this week, Monday and Tuesday, they were gone. They like took one of the things they do is they like make ice cream on Tuesday night.
Oh, is
Homemade
that
ice cream.
good?
And they prepare that and make it available to work teams. There's no charge, but part of that is obviously it's a fundraiser, so they hope folks will give us some type of donation, whatever that amount is. And then after they accumulate some monies and do different things, they make things and put in the craft shop and sell those. But so they have a kind of a fund that they develop, and then they'll do activities with it. They'll go somewhere and that type of thing. And Monday and Tuesday, I think maybe they went to Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, something like that, had an overnight trip with those ladies. So, you know, that's exciting that you know, they're able to do that and have those type of opportunities. And those ladies participate in that to make all that happen. So,
Yes.
yeah, so that women's group is a really nice thing.
They all were talking about how much they enjoyed the trip, particularly the show that they saw.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I went to a dinner show. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yes.
But it was great to hear them also talk about, you know, we love each other so much, and we're here for each other, and the support that's there.
I know it's one of the ladies. We won't mention any names, but the place where you're doing some painting at, his, you know,
Willie?
saw him, yeah.
Mhm,
And,
yeah.
and his wife was in the
Yeah,
Yes,
women's
we
group
got,
today.
yeah, we got
so,
to meet her.
Yeah, so
And,
so that's a good
work
thing,
with her,
you know.
yeah.
Yeah, good.
yeah.
So this is your sixth trip here.
Mhm.
So is there any one thing that for you personally, maybe not the whole group or the church or whatever, but for you personally, that kind of moves you to continue to come back each year? Or
I just schedule.
Yeah.
When you're back in Denver, and I was the leader for 5 years, and
Yeah.
now Janice's husband
Yeah.
left this year.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, oh gosh, I have this and this and this. Can I really do Henderson Settlement again?
Mm-hmm.
And for the most part, when I started asking that question myself, yes, I do want to do Henderson
Yeah.
Settlement, because you can think of it as a getaway time in this beautiful country that's here that
Yeah.
you all live in, but also it's just such a joy to be around the group of people and the staff here, both the people you serve and those who are serving, because it's like coming back to family.
Yeah.
Each
Mhm.
year.
Yeah.
We've gotten so close to so many of the staff here, and to renew acquaintances.
Yeah.
And find out what's happening on the settlement.
Mhm.
And the progress that's being made in certain areas. But for me personally, it's just the opportunity to see everyone again and to love on the people.
Yeah, that's wonderful. All right, let's double check here. Like we might have, our signal might have got a little. Oh, we're still connected, so it's probably still recording. It's just not showing that. It's like we got a few comments here. So Linda G, my favorite time of the week, seeing folks from Kentucky. Wonderful. Then I say it is rough being in Syracuse, Orange Country. Oh, I'm sure it is. That's just, you don't have to say anything else. Far from Kentucky Blue. Thanks for letting people know about the work you are doing there. Well, wonderful. All right, so I just want to make sure that we're going to reconnect here. Let's see. It says we're connected, so it could just be a little slow. Well, just in case, let me just. That one's pretty weak. All right. Let's see if it'll reconnect there. It's trying. It's working. I don't know if you see us out there or not, but if you are, we're reconnecting. See if I can get a hold of community services.